All right, so we'll move on to our next story, and this is about motor yacht Alfa Nero. Now, if you've been watching the channel at all in the last few weeks, you'll know that Alfa Nero is in Antigua. She's been there for over a year, and she has recently been seized by the Antiguan government, and they're basically saying that the vessel has been abandoned. They tried to contact Andrei Guryev, who is believed to be the owner of the vessel, and the US government and many international authorities have all said that yes, he is the owner. However, his lawyers, his UK-based lawyers, have said that he does not own the vessel and he only ever chartered the vessel. So without an owner actually coming forward, the Antiguan government is now selling the vessel because they've said that it has become a danger to shipping, and the vessel is basically uncrewed now. What did have 33 crew on board when it arrived, in the last couple of weeks, that there was 5 crew left on board, including the captain, and the captain contacted the Antiguan government and said, look, the last of us are leaving very shortly. There's going to be this huge yacht left in Antigua uncrewed, and that is clearly a danger. If there was a storm, which there was last year, and the vessel actually left last year for a few days while the storm passed through, and then they went back in. So if that happened again, there'll be nobody on board. If it broke a mooring, it could drift out into the shipping lane, hit another vessel. So it is certainly a danger. Also, the vessel has unpaid fees of $500,000 for fuel and unpaid crew salary fees. Now, going back to the sale, the Chief of Staff in the office of the Prime Minister, Lionel Max, he made a statement and he said that they've received several bids. Several bids have arrived, indicating the interest of several persons wishing to acquire the Alfa Nero. Although the bid is open to any amount, I've learned that there are 2 bids that have gained the attention of the government. One is for $53 million and the other is for $72 million. Now that's a very curious bid, if that is in fact a real bid, because the original price of the yacht was reported to be $82 million. So here is a yacht that is a number of years old. It has been neglected for the last year. It has unpaid bills. Obviously there's money owed on that. And they're saying that they've received a bid for $72 million. I'm a bit skeptical about that bid. Also, the government is saying that they've received a bid for $72 million. In other words, if you want to buy it, you're going to have to bid over $72 million. So there might be it might be a shill bid. You don't know. So this is what they've said. Also, the yacht was built for a little more than $81 million, and although it has fallen into disrepair, many still regard it as a fine specimen of a vessel and continue to show an interest in acquiring it for themselves. And then they also allege that one potential buyer has said that he will outbid any other buyer at the end of the auction. But the Chief of Staff, however, notes that since the bidding process is secretive, the identity of those who are desirous of purchasing the vessel will remain confidential. Now that seems to be a change to what they said originally, because they said they would announce who purchased the vessel. So I'm hoping that they still will do that. So what the government went on to say that the decision is now for the government to go ahead with the selection of the highest bidder for the sale of Alfa Nero, and that is likely to happen shortly. And they said any day now we will notify the person with the highest bid, and if that person and give that person the first option to buy the vessel, and then he or she has then 10 days and must provide financing to complete the sale. If that does not happen, the second highest bidder will get an opportunity to purchase the vessel. So that's a very interesting situation. Stay tuned. We'll update you when we know more. Hit that subscribe button and hit the bell for notifications if you want to know more about that as it happens. Okay, so we'll move on, and this is about motor yacht Scheherazade. The 140-meter yacht was arrested last year in Italy. In the area where she was arrested, the locals refer to the vessel as Putin's yacht. The yacht was arrested in Marina de Carrara